Welcome to the Alchemy of Sex and Spirit, where sex, psychology and spirit meet. In this episode, I'll explain how romantic love is actually a spiritual experience, and that lovemaking can become a healing treatment. Oh, and stay until the end for this episode's magical practice. It might just change everything. What are the forces and energies that lay behind the strange compulsion that draws human beings towards love, sex, and in particular, sexual intercourse? What is it about the physical act of lovemaking that attracts even obsessive human beings to the extent they'll sacrifice everything, in some cases even their sanity, to experience it even for a few fleeting moments? Of course, there's much more to this act of physical union between human beings than the transient pleasure experienced through the act itself. To connect with the power at the core of the mystery of sex, we must continue to explore love. If we can properly understand the connections between love, sex, and human beings, we may then be able to devise methodology for improving those connections when required, and even harnessing the energies of love and sex for the benefit of mankind. The primary energy for human existence is love. It's more vital for our existence than oxygen or food. This vast, powerful energy is the very stuff of life and creativity. Without it, human beings would destroy one another and the world would implode. But love can't be taken for granted, nor can we presume upon it simply by reading about it or theorizing over it. Love must be generated. It's a shared experience, only fully known through relationships. And sexual relationships are one of the surest, yet most difficult ways of realizing love, and probably the least understood. Relationships are love's power stations. There's a lot more to love making than just the act of sexual intercourse. You can find countless books, articles, and online resources that go into detail about physical positions for sex, but that's not what this podcast is about. Here, we're focusing on the deeper mysteries of love at the very source of existence. Love making is first and foremost a way of communicating. This kind of physical expression says, I'm deeply attracted to you. I desire you. I'm grateful for you. I want to get as close to you as I possibly can, both physically and emotionally. It's affectionate. It's exciting. But much more than that, when needed, lovemaking can be a ritual that brings forgiveness, reconciliation, and healing. Love is the key to the mystery of existence. To connect to the magical power of love, we're confronted at some stage in our life by what, for most people, is their first spiritual experience. This comes by way of a shock in the form of romantic or erotic love. Hardly anyone realizes that romantic love is a spiritual encounter, and consequently, the power and purpose at the core of the experience is often wasted. The secret behind the mystery of love is that it's located within you. The majority of people never learn this secret. They live their entire lives believing that love exists outside of them, external to themselves. And this mistaken belief leads men and women to search for love out there. It seems that love is playing hide and seek and that they never seem to win the game. By looking for the source of love outside yourself, it'll always appear to elude you. People who lack an understanding of this secret often give up or settle for a relationship without ever falling in love. Now, while everyone has the potential to love, not everyone falls in love. For those who do, when the realization dawns that love is within, a whole new world opens up. If love is inside you, the question is, what are you going to do with it? Instead of feeling at the mercy of fate, the understanding grows that giving and receiving love is not a matter of luck, but of your own choices. You can keep a lid on your heart, firmly closed and defended against any perceived threat of rejection. You can open the door just a little and simply peek out into the world of relationships, but without making any decision to step through the door. You can judge between who is worthy of giving your love to and who you consider unworthy. You can also give and share the love that is within you without discrimination or judgment. At the universal level, we all have a responsibility, a duty to give love to one another. Like cells in a physical body, we are akin to cells in the vast universal ocean of love. Of course, if cells in a body are at war with each other, the body experiences disease and sickness. Similarly, when we human beings don't show and give love to one another, sickness and disease spreads throughout the world. When everything is boiled down, dare to ask yourself the question, what am I? The true answer is I am love. Now, if we narrow our focus to the aspect of eros, erotic, or romantic love, we're immediately confronted with a rather disconcerting fact. Knowing how powerful our ability is to make choices at both the conscious and subconscious levels of our mind, can you see how essential it is to choose to love every time we engage in intimate or sexual relationships? This ability to choose to give and receive love is relevant even if an intimate relationship is temporary. Holiday romances, one-night encounters, and even recreational sex can avoid negative karmic effects if permeated with a conscious choice to love, however briefly. The fact remains that we're capable of choosing where and with whom we are prepared to give and receive the love that is within us. So, what happens when people fall in love? This term fall seems to imply that there's little or no choice involved, and that one or both people lose their ability to choose to love. They simply fall or unconsciously love. In the rarest examples, this may have some truth in it. In most cases, however, there still remains the choice either to be consumed by love or to retain personal autonomy. Ultimately, when someone falls in love, they're making the choice between remaining I or becoming we. To become we, the relationship will go through tests and trials. To survive, commitment is needed. No intimate relationship, however beautiful and exciting it might seem at the beginning, will merge into a genuine partnership without commitment born out of many hours, weeks, months, and years of communication at the deepest level. Once again, we're faced with our capacity, ability, and willingness to choose. Commitment is a conscious choice. Men and women may fall in love, but nobody falls into commitment. Falling in love is a mystery, and those who fall in love don't wish to solve the mystery. They simply choose to become part of it themselves. Be warned, however, when you fall in love, it also involves tragedy and deep sorrow at some stage. Think only of Romeo and Juliet as symbols of this truth. Falling in love carries both ecstasy and pain upon its wings. To mitigate this apparent duality, there is given to us the capacity to make love. Beyond procreation, the most effective, powerful, yet neglected use of lovemaking is as a magic ritual for forgiveness and reconciliation. In these days, relationships are under pressure at every turn. Children, work, business, financial, and many other pressures all create tension and stress, leading to conflict and serious breakdown of intimacy. It's a tragedy that couples stop making love when they need it the most. The most toxic energy that blocks intimate connection between two people is anger. Yet even anger can be transformed and the energy used constructively instead of destructively. This magic is most effectively performed through the correct use of lovemaking. It's very harmful and damaging to the psyche to repress anger by continuously swallowing anger down. An energetic pressure builds up in the region of the throat, creating, amongst other problems, pain and tension, particularly in the neck and shoulders. Over a period of time, this causes further physical problems, often in the lumbar or lower back, in addition to other emotional issues. On the other hand, continuously expressing anger by letting it out through shouting, fighting, and screaming is equally damaging to the psyche and, of course, to relationships. So how should anger be faced when it arises within us? Step 1. Notice anger as it arises within you. It actually begins by affecting the bottom half of your body, your legs and buttocks. But the way you're most likely to become aware of it is through noticing the change in your breathing. As you notice the energy of anger rising, your breathing will become tighter. Stop. Whatever you're doing, stop. If the anger arises in an argument, don't say another word or take any further part in the argument. Stop talking and stop reacting. Don't walk away from your partner because that will inflame their anger even further. Take control of your breathing. Inhale deeply and slowly through the nose, allowing the breath to fill the lungs in the area of your belly. Breathe downwards. Place your awareness on the out breath and literally breathe the energy down from your solar plexus into your loins and down into your legs. As you inhale, do so lightly, without too much effort, with awareness on your out breath. Keep this breathing technique going as you consciously notice the energy going down through your legs and into your feet. Visualize the anger moving through your legs and feet, out through the soles of your feet and into the earth. Imagine the energy returning to the center of the earth, becoming one with the fire element at the center of the planet. You'll feel a strange and wonderful sense of calm instead of that awful experience of unleashed anger. Step 2. Anchor yourself to the ground. Anger rises. It rushes up through the body from the base or root energy center and will devour you and everyone around it if it's allowed to continue to rise upward to the heart and to the throat. You must notice it rising. Sit down if possible and ground yourself. Consciously sense your feet on the ground and your back against the chair. Whether sitting or standing, remain aware of your feet and connected to the ground, your body resting against a chair or sofa. Step 3. Try to connect with your partner's eyes. Remind yourself who you are and who your partner is. Anger has the effect of distorting everything, even our facial appearance. In your calm and forgiving state, your eyes will remind you that you are face to face with your lover, not your enemy. Communicate love in place of anger. If you can connect with their eyes, the anger in them can also subside and peace established without either of you saying a word. Step 4. If practical circumstances permit, make love. It's now that lovemaking can be at its most powerful. Words are redundant. Tears and sadness replace anger and revenge. It's now that lovemaking can become a ritual of forgiveness and reconciliation. When lovemaking becomes a ritual for forgiveness and reconciliation, a beautiful white light surrounds the couple. At first, there remains the deep red energy of anger, but as the couple really connect through their lovemaking, this dark red energy changes to become a peach-tinted orange color. As lovemaking continues, the energy turns to yellow and gold and is eventually transmuted into a glorious white light that surrounds not only the couple themselves, but spreads beyond the room in which they make love and into their home, positively affecting others who may live in the same building. Lovemaking has the potential to heal that which is otherwise untreatable. Does this sound unbelievable? When a couple has sufficient courage to go beyond personal pride and ego, lovemaking can transform anger into passion and triumph. Try it and discover the power for yourself. The healing potential involved in lovemaking is astonishing. The energies of love, experienced when couples make love, can penetrate the psyche at a deeper level than depression, lifting back clouds of hopelessness and gloom faster and more effectively than a lifetime of antidepressant medication. Sensual touch stimulates the life force within the energy body, and it's through stimulation of this life energy that the patient literally feels alive again. Then making love dissolves the feeling of loneliness. The energies of love connect us to the very source of love. We feel a sensation such that we are dissolving into love, and in the process, we realize that we are loved. It's through touch that the autonomic nervous system reminds us that we are connected, not isolated. Our subconscious mind knows this to be true, but the ordinary conditioned thinking brain forgets this truth and erroneously believes in isolation and loneliness. Intimate touch produces a sensation of warmth throughout the body, replacing the chill of loneliness. Even eating disorders, alcoholism, drug and sex addictions can be overcome through the power of love and the ritual of lovemaking. People everywhere who feel a primal inner longing think that feeding the body or mind with stimulants or external stimulation will satisfy their craving. It doesn't. In fact, by satisfying the craving, the addict reinforces the longing. What the addict longs for is love. Even the effects of rape or childhood abuse can be alleviated through real lovemaking. Fear of intimacy and sexual aversion caused through sexual abuse experienced in early life is a hard condition to overcome. Many men and women spend their lives avoiding intimacy, yet inwardly longing for fulfillment through a loving relationship. Sadly, such fulfillment eludes millions of people because of an erroneous concept of love. For many, the true and real experience of lovemaking is the only way in which they can leave behind their belief that love and sex are cruel and harsh punishments. Even cancer, physical disabilities, and body-altering surgery can be left behind through lovemaking as a magical ritual. Through direct experience of real lovemaking, scars become medals of courage, lost limbs or body parts become reminders that we are more, much, much more than the body. We are an embodiment of indestructible, all-powerful, everlasting love. Magical practice. Find a place where you can be alone and in peaceful silence. Sit comfortably and switch off all devices. Close your eyes, set an intention, and remind yourself of the important truth that love is within you. It's not out there, it's right there in your own heart. Take at least 10 minutes to quietly ponder upon the following. Discovering and experiencing love in all its mystery is a lifetime's adventure. Don't shrink from it. Fall in love with life, and you'll discover that love will seek you and find you. Be passionate in life, and you'll discover passion in your relationships. Life is outstandingly beautiful and sometimes dark and ugly. It's limitless in potential and possibilities. Develop a romance with life, and love will show up in the most surprising ways. Let these truths ripple through you. Let them charge your body, your mind, and your life. Something powerful is already stirring. If you've enjoyed this episode, you can download my ebook, The 7 Stages of Love, completely free. Just follow the link in the description or comments below. Until next time, take these words from the mystery of existence away with you. Ask the child why it's born. Ask the flower why it blossoms. Ask the sun why it shines. I love you because I must love you. Thank you for listening. I'm David Brown, and this is the Alchemy of Sex and Spirit.